Hi everybody, this is our DaCdb series. This is the session on logging in and getting started. This is for new members or members who haven't quite got into the DaCdb groove yet. I'm Ray Shire, past district governor, and I will be taking you through this session on DaCdb logging in and getting started. What you see in front of you is our district website. This is one of the ways that you can find your login for DaCdb, because on our district website you will see on the right hand side here for members, when you click that, it will be a direct link for your DaCdb login. I also want to point out one more thing before we do that, which is the resources. Very first thing on the list is a guide to the district database. This is where you'll find links to other videos and published information, PDF guides for new members and club officers as well. So you may want to visit that after this webinar and see other information that could be of use to you. So let's go ahead and click on the For Members link and see what happens. This will take you to the login screen for DaCdb. So here it is, and I've already pre-saved my Remember Me information, so it's pre-populated. But before we go on and enter into DaCdb, I want to point out a couple of things here. At the top of the page, you see the URL. This is the login page. This is a good thing for you to bookmark in your browser to save it so that you don't have to go through the district website each time in order to find it. So depending on what browser you're in, you're going to want to highlight that and click to favorite it or bookmark it for future use. The other things I want to point out on this page is there is forgot your password information. If you do this and you enter your username, assuming you know your username, then the password for you will be emailed to the address on file in DaCdb. That assumes that you have an address on file in DaCdb and you know your username. So you can use that to retrieve a lost password. Other ways to retrieve a lost password, your first line of defense is always the club secretary. So if you do not know your username, which is actually not usually your email address, or if you can't remember your password, which is usually actually not your member ID or your last name, you should contact your club secretary for assistance. If that doesn't work, you can contact our district administrator. And that email address is admin, A-D-M-I-N, admin at rotary5320.org. And sending an email will get the process started to help you crack into DaCdb. Okie dokie. One more thing before we go. Do not check the Remember Me to save your login on public systems. So if you're at a library, internet cafe, or other place, you don't want to do that. If you have a shared computer, you don't want to do that. So if you have a secure spot to log in, go ahead and check that on your computer so that you don't have to re-enter the information. Also, you do not need to enter your club number just to get in. So if you leave it blank, as I'm going to do right now, what's going to happen is you will be logged in at the lowest security level in DaCdb, which is level 1, the level of a new member or a basic member. But you will need that club number later on if you are a club officer, because only club officers can change the club information, including the roster and other information. So you must enter a club number in order to be able to make those changes. But for our purposes today, logging in as a member of your Rotary Club, no club member number is required. Now we click Login, and off we go. And here we are. Oh, look at that. I'm now logged in as a level 1 member. You must use your login with your club number for greater than level 1 access privileges. So they want to let me know that I can't do anything significant with my club now that I'm logged in as a regular member. And we should see at the top here then I'm logged in as a PDG, but I'm still only level 1, and these are the tabs that I see. Okay, assuming I got in here and my club secretary has given me some information on how to do that, and I hate my username and I can't remember my password, I can go ahead and change my data by clicking the My Data tab and then click on Edit. And I will see all the stuff I get to edit, which is actually included in another training as well. But for now, we're concerned with the login. And here we can change our login. And so I like my username, but I want to change my password. I could come in here, I could change it to something else. It's very weak. Why is it weak? Because I've only typed in some letters, and I have not used a combination of letters, symbols, and numbers that are recommended for strong passwords. So that's a tip for you, that you should have a strong password, but one that is familiar enough to you and safe enough for you that you don't have to constantly change it, or that you don't have to constantly contact your club secretary to find out what it is or get a reset. So change your password to something that's usable and secure. You can change your username to something that you like. I kind of like my last name, so I'm going to leave it at that. Once you've changed your username and password, either or, you're going to click the update button, which is a yellow button up here in the right hand corner, and that will update your information. For now, I'm going to cancel because I don't really feel like changing my password, but that is how you update. And then the next time you log in, you will need to enter that new information in order to access DaCdb. Hope that helps you. I hope you're able to get in, and then you can go on to our next video on a member overview, getting around and checking out the tabs. This has been Ray Shire for Rotary District 5320. Thank you for joining this webinar.